Farming isn't usually the kind of work you associate with YouTube fame. It's long days, unpredictable weather, and machines that break down at the worst possible time. But somehow, one Minnesota farmer managed to turn this everyday grind into a channel watched by millions around the world. His name is Zach Johnson, though most know him better as the Millennial Farmer, and his story is about more than just growing crops. It's about bridging the gap between people who eat food and the ones who produce it. Zach is a fifth-generation farmer from west central Minnesota. Farming is in his blood, passed down from the generations before him. For Zach, life on the farm isn't just an occupation, it's who he is. He grew up surrounded by fields of corn and soybeans, learning how to work the land and operate machinery from a young age. When you see him today behind the wheel of a tractor or walking through his barns, you're seeing someone continuing a family tradition that has stretched for well over a century. And yet, unlike the farmers who came before him, Zach added a modern twist to his life's work by putting it online. In 2016, Zach launched his YouTube channel, Millennial Farmer. At first, there wasn't some big master plan. He and his wife Becky wanted to share what real farming looked like, mainly for friends and family. His first uploads were straightforward: planting updates, equipment repairs, and the daily rhythm of running a large row crop farm. But then came a video that changed everything. Zach filmed himself getting a tractor stuck in the mud. It wasn't staged or dramatic, just honest footage of the kind of problem farmers face all the time. To his surprise, the video spread like wildfire, racking up millions of views. People loved it not because it was flashy, but because it was real. That moment pushed Millennial Farmer from a small project into something much bigger. As the channel grew, Zach's content found a balance between entertainment and education. Viewers tuned in not only to see the challenges of planting, harvesting, or fixing machinery, but also to understand farming on a deeper level. He explained how weather patterns affect crops, why equipment costs are so high, and what kind of decisions go into producing the food that ends up in supermarkets. His style is casual, approachable, and laced with humor. He's not lecturing, he's just talking to you, sometimes with grease on his hands, sometimes while bouncing along in the cab of a combine. Over the years, Zach has uploaded hundreds of videos. Each one captures a different aspect of farm life: spring planting season, the busy chaos of fall harvest, winter shop projects, or unexpected breakdowns. And while farming can look repetitive from the outside, his videos show just how unpredictable it really is. One day might be smooth, the next filled with equipment problems or weather delays that threaten an entire season's work. That variety, along with his personality, is what keeps people coming back. By 2025, Millennial Farmer has attracted more than 1 million subscribers and built a global community of viewers who feel connected to a Minnesota farm they'll probably never visit in person. His latest videos continue to follow the same down-to-earth approach. Whether he's showing the arrival of a new piece of machinery, updating viewers on crop progress, or just chatting about everyday frustrations, the channel hasn't lost its original spirit. In a digital world often dominated by trends and drama, Millennial Farmer stands out for its honesty and consistency. Fans know they'll always get a real look at life on the farm, unfiltered and relatable. But YouTube is only one part of the Millennial Farmer brand today. Zach also runs a website where fans can find more about him, listen to his podcast, and buy merchandise. Shirts, hats, and other gear have become a way for supporters to feel like they're part of the community. The website also serves as a hub for his broader mission: advocating for farmers, educating the public, and encouraging conversations about agriculture. Zach has often said that many people are 3 generations removed from the farm, and his goal is to close that gap by making farming relatable again. Financially, the success of the channel has been impressive. While exact figures are always estimates, it's believed that Zach's net worth is in the ballpark of $450,000 to $500,000. His income comes from a mix of YouTube ads, sponsorships, merchandise sales, and speaking engagements. Some months his channel has earned a few $1,000s just from views, while others have been smaller, depending on uploads and audience engagement. What's important, though, is that the income has allowed Zach to reinvest in both his farm and his mission of connecting people to agriculture. Unlike many creators who live off sponsorship deals alone, Zach still runs his farm full-time. YouTube is an extension of his work, not a replacement for it. Behind the camera, Zach's personal life is grounded and family-focused. He's married to Becky, who appears in his videos from time to time and plays an important role in running the Millennial Farmer platform. Together, they're raising children who occasionally pop up in his content as well. giving viewers a glimpse of what it means to grow up on a farm. Dogs are part of the picture too, often seen trotting alongside tractors or lounging near the shop. While Zach shares pieces of his life, he's careful to maintain a healthy boundary between his online presence and his private world. What you see is authentic, but he doesn't overshare, a balance that has helped him avoid some of the pitfalls other creators face. That balance is rooted in something deeper, the long history of the Johnson family farm. In one of his posts, Zach shared the story of how his family came over from Sweden in the 1870s and started farming in Minnesota. The third generation faced hardship in the 1960s when his grandfather passed away young, forcing his grandmother to move south with his father, who was only 2 years old at the time. His dad grew up farming with his stepdad and uncle in southern Minnesota, but in his early 20s he returned to the original home farm and rented the land from his great-grandfather. That decision, Zach has said, rebuilt the homestead and kept the legacy alive. Today, Zach proudly calls himself the fifth generation of Johnsons to farm that land, with Becky and their children, including their foster niece, representing the first of the sixth. For him, it's more than soil and crops. It's pride, tradition, and belonging, the same story echoed across neighboring farms in rural America. For Zach, that family legacy is the foundation of everything he shares online. Unlike many stories of fame, his hasn't been defined by tragedy or scandal. His challenges are the same ones faced by farmers everywhere: unpredictable weather, rising costs, and the constant pressure of feeding a growing world. If anything, his ability to keep pushing through those challenges and invite millions along for the ride is part of what makes him so inspiring. He shows that even in one of the oldest professions in the world, there's room for new voices and new ways of connecting with people. The rise of the Millennial Farmer highlights something important about the internet. It's not just a place for gamers, comedians, or lifestyle influencers. It can also be a platform for people who simply share their reality, even if that reality involves mud, machinery, and cornfields. Zach's success proves that authenticity still matters. Viewers aren't just watching for entertainment, they're watching to learn, to connect, and to gain appreciation for the work that happens far beyond city limits. Looking ahead, the future seems bright for Zach and his channel. Farming will always bring challenges, but it will also bring new stories to share. As long as he keeps telling them in his straightforward, humorous way, there will be an audience eager to listen. Whether it's through YouTube, his website, or in-person events, Zach Johnson has built something more than a channel. He's built a community. In that community, people from every background can come together, learn something new, and walk away with a little more respect for the people who put food on their tables.